There's some for there for initial setup or stuff, and then they're gonna go home and hide. Like Art said, he was going up there to check everything out, and then he's gonna go home and do some stuff and come back later.
Then you taking it down.
Welcome to the K0AJW repeater. Ambulance emergency clearing the remote.
Hey there. Java frosty thing, sugary free sort of.
Biggest one you got.
I know. We're gonna want 2 frosties, sugar free, huge, and what else?
The decaf breve iced, huge. Extra shots
for all of it.
Yep.
I think so. Yep.
Did you guys have breakfast or lunch?
Oh, we had breakfast.
I had breakfast. I had a monster burger.
I had 2 frozen, or I had 2 breakfast burritos.
Starting Wednesday, 1 July.
Put your name and number on the ball.
It's not hard frozen.
Yeah.
I have no idea what these are here. Trying to figure out which, if either end or any of them.
Kind of looks like a frozen.
Tastes like the rest of those.
That one looks like a
I forgot to
frozen.
ask if either any of them were decaf.
Yeah.
I'm sure this one actually looks frozen.
You only need to take one, yeah. Yeah, he's got 2. I guess that is it.
Okay. I don't know what it is. This kind of tastes like Dan's the other day. It's just cold, but it doesn't really have much flavor to it. I mean, I'll drink it, but I mean.
Well, Java Frost is what we did before.
Yeah, we didn't get that. I know you said that though.
No, I don't.
Java Frost. It's a latte.
I thought it was a Java. Yeah, it had a mocha.
Mocha Java.
Yeah, that's what we'll do next time. Write that down.
Well, they fixed one part of the screen, now the other part.
It's okay.
The big jumbotron there.
Jumbotron.
Remember the left side was messed up. They fixed that. Now they're
Jumbo.
There'd be people up on the deck thing
hot.
Quite hot
Maybe
right
later.
now. Yeah, probably.
when it's hotter. Didn't you say it was going to get hotter?
Yeah.
Yeah, 96 or something.
Maybe it's just not mixed all the way. Because it kind of looks like it's... Maybe it is frozen.
I don't know, Jeff. It's my fault. I didn't get it right.
It might just be... yeah, it might be frozen. It looks like it's kind of starting to get frozen.
It's
Yeah, I think it's frozen.
It's got chocolate.
Yeah, it's getting... Yeah,
They
it's
all
getting...
have chocolate.
Yeah, I think it's just... Yeah.
We'll try to be smarter next time.
At least it has flavor.
There's a couple of people out there.
Yep.
Yeah, at least it has flavor. It's
Yeah.
better than nothing
Yeah.
at this point.
Okay, they should have started 5 minutes ago.
Will.
Well, wasn't that when, what's his name was on there?
Yep. Yep.
Oh geez, now this is the level of stupidity that's getting now with this white voice actor stepping down from mixed race cartoon roles. That's just stupid.
Yep.
I mean, this is getting a little obscene here. It's not like
Yes.
anybody would even notice.
This is stupid stuff. Lots of stupid stuff.
It doesn't even do anything to like. I don't know. I'm not gonna.
Well, you heard the one guy. He wants to burn everything down and he doesn't care.
Yeah.
And the other one wants $14 trillion.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's one that's
That's
interesting.
You haven't got the money. We wasted already. No idea what taking on that much more got to do. Collapse.
And once they get that, they'll want even more.
Yeah, well, there won't be any more yet.
I know. That'll be that's the whole thing.
Pretty stupid.
Porta potty's way over there.
It's a good location. The whole trip.
I suppose as long as it's stable.
Yep. A convertible Chevy. Look at that. Is that a... Oh, man. Almost a fin arrow. That is nice. Craig's got a satellite thing up. This is the 4080 and the VHF, UHF dispersion tower. And then the other one is the HF. And everything is going happy. Looks pretty happy.
Interesting.
So we're smoking all the multi
Figures.
type of things.
That's cool. Come back later or something. Well, it's next to the train track. It's probably doors.
Big, oh, that's right. Big windows. Yeah, thank you. That's right.
Like that building has
Yep.
lots of big windows.
Pretty good, yeah. Car Saturday. parking lot's totally empty over here.
Got rid of the last 4 cars.
So hopefully they did like that. Should have them do this. Security.
the special programs. So I think they're only taking like a part of their campus. They don't use it anymore because they have like a couple buildings on that Cognizant campus they can use.
Yeah, I'll have to go back. It was in the paper the other day because when I read it, I was what is this? And I thought it was like a $10 to buy this. And I thought, well, it cost them like $1 to get that land where those houses are that they're
No.
going to tear down.
No.
And that's where the new high school was going to go.
Well, I don't totally know.
It's because they can't sell it for free. They have to give
Gotta have
yeah,
some
they have
kind
to-
of payment.
yeah, they have to have some kind of payment.
Tax thing.
Yeah. The land itself
Transfer.
value is going to be high. 'Cause
Well, they're taking it off the tax roll too. Tax.
Kind of like, yeah, it's $10, but the property taxes will kill you.
Say there.
I said, this looks like it's burnt almost. It's, brown.
That's like they were trying to get people to buy these properties in like Montana. They were gonna recently. It was like it was gonna be like $5 an acre or something like that. So 200 acres or something.
Some of that
You know.
cursed land out there in the middle.
Problem is the property values on them. They didn't specify. The property values were starting to be high because this development company was buying something adjacent to it, so the property values went through the ceiling. But everybody started buying this land because they thinking it was going to be cheap land and they were going to use it for this and this and this. They bought the land and they rezoned it from farmland to commercial land and then to residential within about like 3 months. And now everybody that bought it for farmland was stuck with it, and the property tax went through the ceiling. And then because the property taxes went through the ceiling, they couldn't sell it. Yeah.
It's not hot enough. You gotta dance.
Yeah, dance.
Oh.
That's
Okay.
Trying to decide if he had like something in his ears to hear
Probably.
music or something.
Probably. But still. Whatever people do, weird things when it gets hot.
Maybe it was to keep the air flowing.
Maybe. Well, but the wind would be good though. It's a nice little breeze out there though.
Still hot.
It's a hot breeze.
Oh yeah. It's a muggy breeze. Muggy.
happens. As I understand, I slept through it because I didn't get the alert. Okay.
Now, when everything died down, I went and cooked my pizza and laid down and turned everything off. Turned off my monitor.
That's when they got annoyed that there wasn't somebody, and so they started in, and then there became a miscommunication.
Yeah, Lynn. I heard Lynn's
Lynn stuck his nose in there.
I heard Lynn, and I quickly shut Lynn down, going.
Yep.
Because he's like, well, can we only activate Jeff's sub? I'm like, no.
But what I tried to get across to him
then, of course, then like, Lynn, you haven't been at a Skyward thing in years.
Well, what I tried to explain to him was...
Then he started reading off the weather report. Word by word by word by word. For stuff that wasn't even in our area.
Tying up the radio because he doesn't know.
Yeah.
All right. So, I tried to explain. I said, you can report when we go through net control. Jeff is usually the guy. Yeah. And what I didn't get a chance to say, because people went ape, was he's the guy that's been down there. He's the guy that's got the experience doing it.
I'm in the chat room with all the weather forecasters.
He's in the chat room. I'm not in the chat room.
Scott relays a report. Now a report about hail at his place.
Yeah.
Less than a minute, the weather service knows about it.
Right. Yeah. So, so Scott doesn't understand.
Yeah. No, it's Lynn that doesn't understand.
Lynn's the one that stirred the pot up. Yeah, because Lynn doesn't know what he thinks he knows. Yeah. All right, so I was just trying to make sure I knew where I was going here. But
I wasn't asleep. I just laid down.
Well, I just said you weren't available is what I said. And it's like, that's when they got all kinds of wacky.
Well, I thought the stuff was over for the night because it looked like everything was dying.
I tried to talk to you, but I don't think you heard me.
I must not have. I don't know what I was doing.
That's okay. I'm not complaining to anybody. I just don't want this to get stupid along the way here.
Oh, if they're there today, I'll tell them. It's like, no, I was not gone. I had a radio on. I don't know. I don't know if I didn't hear the radio or not. I don't know.
I had a 5-minute nap maybe or something. And that's why I said...
Kind of, yeah.
And when they told me, he says, I
just laid down because I've been sitting for like 3 hours.
And when Scott told me, he said pea-size hail. I went, okay.
Pea-size hail, there's no point in reporting that.
That's what he said. Then he said it's quarter-size hail. And I went,
still nothing to report, really. They want 1 inch or bigger.
Well...
Ping ball size hail, basically.
The radar was indicating 1 or 1 and 3/4, but radar, that's not what's on
weather. My weather radar is down.
I know
broken.
That. I know it. And
so we're leaning on Bismarck,
which is 100 miles
by the time
away.
The beam gets here,
it's looking high.
It's looking quite high up.
That's part of it too. It's higher in the clouds.
It's hotter than crap, so it was melting. Because I was looking what the radar was saying for hail, and then when they were reporting on the ground for hail, and the two didn't match.
Yeah.
And there, of course, it was hot as junk, so it was melting. Today, on the other hand, it's not necessarily, it's only going to be 90 for high, but we're going to have dew points in the 70s, so the heat index is going to be up over.
So then they started arguing over who was certified.
Oh,
anybody certified?
Rich could have easily done it. Rich could have done it.
I know that. I'm just, I have not called the Weather Bureau. I have always called in or been stuck at work.
Fine. It's always.
I'm just.
Yeah, there's another thing Lynn can always know is you got a storm report. KX, KMOT, they're sitting in the same chat room I'm sitting into.
Yeah.
They can report it just as quickly as I can.
Yep.
In fact, most of them do.
Yep.
Although nobody's reported it in a funnel, like the one guy reported in a.
There was a funnel.
They had a funnel. Yeah, they had a funnel down over by. And south. I saw it in the chat room before the weather service put it out in any text. I watched it because it came in from a media thing, and the lady was asking where to send the photo to the weather service. They sent it to the weather service, and there was this time and date and everything. And the weather service guy goes, "Yeah, that's definitely a funnel." I saw a picture of it last night on Facebook.
Yeah.
It was a funnel, all right.
but it was
about 3/4 down.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
So it wasn't halfway down, but it was
enough.
And this is not that long after where the guys were saying over southwest Minot or southeast Minot, there was a scud was rotating, and I relayed that report to the weather service, and they said that's interesting. So you're getting low-level scud over rotating scud over Minot, where even there's no storm, but there's rotation. in the clouds, which means you got that vertical column. You just didn't have a storm. If you had a storm there,
had something.
it would have been another story.
Yeah. That's what I tried to get across.
And I can see that on radar, surprisingly.
Lynn doesn't
Which
know
is surprising.
everything.
Even though it was, the beam was quite up in the air by then, you could see low level rotation.
I looked at some of that and I said, yeah, some of these are showing rotation.
Well, trusting radar scope and their little rotation markers
it doesn't mean
not always the best thing, because you don't know what you're really looking at.
That's what I said.
Some of those markers can be labeled as upper level rotation, which is, there's a lot of that.
Well, of
lower level rotation. See, the radar software I have will tell you if it's upper or lower level rotation, and then it will put an indicator of where the actual rotation is on the map.
Yeah.
It's called NRAT.
Well, I tried to explain that this is what it's reporting that it's seeing. Doesn't mean that's what reality is. But I tried to stay calm on everything and not go ape shit about it. But they were going nuts.
Oh yeah, of course.
I think everybody was overtired was part of it too.
Well, yeah. Well, using APRS sure is easy to track people for Skywarn. Where's Rich? Sawyer. There he is! A few more updates in 10 minutes might be really nice. 5-minute updates would have been real helpful.
Well, if the radar
1-minute updates would be even better.
If the radar would have been working, would have been nice.
Well, if everybody was on Spotter Network, it would help too, but then everyone was on Spotter Network. I don't even know what these ones will do Spotter Network in yet. Oh, there's another thing I need to educate people on when they're using the radar scope in their car, is they can send a report from their location. And it will get to the weather service. It will relay. It'll log on the weather service.
Right. Again, so things we need to know
on your phone
that they don't.
When you have location enabled on your phone, your GPS thingy, and you open up radar scope and you go to the location that you're getting hail, you can open this thing up called MPing. It used to be a separate app, now it's integrated. And you bring it up and it brings up a listing of hail or rain or wind or tornado or snow or whatever, and you put in your yes, it was this, or it was rain, heavy, it was rain or hail, and then the size of the hail, and you can mark that exactly at the spot you're at, and the weather service will get it within about 30 seconds.
Again,
so they'll know.
I don't know how to do it. I don't have it.
I can show you.
It's okay.
It's not that hard.
I'm just saying. Yesterday, I didn't know it. I don't have it. That's the way it was, right?
Yeah.
I was trying to keep people from going ape crap.
There are video tutorials on YouTube.
I have other things to do.
I know.
Right?
I can show Rich slow. And they were all pretty much training over the same location. So, yeah, the Minot Dome was in effect again last night. They all went around Minot. They went to the east of us, they went around Minot. To the west of us, they went up and around Minot. Literally watched them on radar go up from Sawyer to Lax, or Lax, Burlington area, up to Carpio, turn up over the bays, miss us completely. I think we had some drops, I think.
Not any more than that.
There was a few drops. That was it. That was all there was.
Not even much of that.
We didn't even have any lightning hit within city limits of Minot. Outside
the night before we did.
Well, yes, but but that wasn't severe. That was a normal thunderstorm. need to find a thick foam pad.
To sit on?
Yeah, because this is what I have in my chair. It's just not...
Wore out?
Yeah, that too. Even with the pillows, it's worn out. You need like a foam thing that's about that much foam.
You're not going to find
like
that.
like a car seat foam.
You're not going to find that.
Something to crush down. Car seat full seat pad would be more comfortable than what I'm sitting on.
Free swim night, July 14th.
Ooh.
Catch breakfast.
Yeah. Yeah, I know the breakfast burritos are really good. They make them better in the South. So explain what they're doing.
I don't know. It's like a bunch of people.
Mm-hmm. Like hams.
It's like field day all over.
Yeah, it does. Whose truck is this? This Scott's?
That's real. Ralph's.
Oh. Big Silverado.
Mm-hmm. Well, I ain't in there very good, but
Oh.
over the lines.
Nah. Carriage lines are the
Just a guess. It's got one that's 10 and 11, and it's a significantly higher power outlet or output on both, which isn't exactly legal, but that's okay. But but the radio is twice as big as that one, which would be too big. So if 10's open, this one will work. If it's not, it won't.
Do what you gotta do.
Well, it's something we had laying around.
Yep.
And if 10's hot, you can talk directly on 10 from 28.3 to 28.5. That's where all the action's at anyhow. Anyhow.
Here we are.
Well, we got the thing clear about why we usually talk to you about reporting stuff.
He's hot that, didn't he?
Yeah, that really kind of... Rich calibrated Lynn pretty good on that one.
Try to do it myself.
Yeah. He's gonna probably
Still.
listen more than before.
Yeah, we'll see. Not so sure.
I'm just curious, this new trailer sitting here or something? Or, yeah, it looks like these guys are digging at the base of the... I don't know what they're doing, but it's okay. See this one's just sitting in there on the wheels on a weird angle. Hasn't been balanced or lined. Okay, that's all I wanted to see. Is that thing on a weird angle? Yes, it is.
Jen's off today.
Yep.
Okay, are we doing anything special?
Well, we could go out and take her food out to the whatever, because she's worried.
But I'm on quarantine.
Yeah, because she's supposed to stay home because the guy at work tested positive. So we could bring her some frozen food or some other stuff. You know, I don't know if she's allowed to go to the park and sit or not. If she wants to, we can say hi. It's gonna be pretty depressing pretty quickly, I would think.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And we're probably being exposed to too many hams, and vice versa.
Gotta build those antibodies somehow.
Yeah, I know.
Maybe slowly over time.
We'll see.
Oh man, that's how many times I've had ammonia. It just had it. Damn it.
Does it get better with time?
No. I've had so much ammonia. It's just, and a lot of people say, well, ammonia a million times is really good for you. I'm like, well, it's not like there's
kind of limited. You know?
Well, you get ammonia. What are you going to do? Give you a shot or something? There is nothing they can give you. I'm sorry.
Well, there is for the
you can get you can get an ammonia shot that may
against some
lessen
version.
it or help it, but once you got it, you're kind of tough.
When you've got it, you've got to deal with what you got.
Got it. Your immune system's just got to fight with it because there's really nothing else they can do.
Well, they got stuff they can do.
Basically, like I did, sit with oxygen.
Yeah.
Keep ingesting fluids and take your vitamin C and enjoy the crap of coughing everything up out of your lungs out of your. Sucks I can go to work because we are considered essential workers, but not supposed to go other places in case we have symptoms to bring food to your apartment. We can do that.
Well, don't go committing to things till Mom. We had talked to her about that before, trying to keep her calm. We can bring her stuff. Or if she felt safe enough to go to the park, we can do that. But none of us want it either, so. We haven't been down this road in a couple of days. You know, a guy we haven't seen in a long time is Fred.
Yeah. Just asked her what it was, Dad or Mrs. Yes, Mom. Oh. Okay.
What?
She asked me, so what does Dad say? I said, ask Mom.
Am I sick?
No, she said, what did you say? I said, ask Mom.
Mom's the boss.
Oh, crap, I forgot about training.
Well, I was supposed to be at a
5 minutes
funeral
ago.
today and spaced it.
Yeah, well, there you go. I thought we wouldn't be there as long as we've been there because we've only been leaving at 11:30.
Well, we would have been.
Lynn had to have an emergency briefing.
Oh, now he's calibrated.
Yeah, hopefully.
So next time he'll say, call Jeff.
Yeah, hopefully. As long as they list off the whole damn warning message again, like he did before. And it's like he didn't even need to list off the warning message because the radio went off with the warning message on it.
What's the cancel code on that?
I have no idea.
That's what we need to learn. It's how to turn it off.
I think Rich might know, or maybe I don't know. Who else might know.
What's his name knows. I didn't realize I had a funeral. Shit.
tornadoes again in the northwest part of the state today. I didn't even think there was going to be anything today, but apparently they just came up and said it in the last 3 or 4 hours. So, there's as much moisture as there is, and it's going to be hot. So you got those 2 ingredients right there, and you just have a little increase in the little pulse wave come through, and you got enough lift. Something. Tomorrow, on the other hand, might be more exciting. The problem is I don't want to be stuck in the house all the time for spotting. I want to get out there too.
And I know, but you could do it if I was driving, or even if you were driving, if you pulled over.
Oh yeah, just bring a laptop with me or something.
But I'm just saying.
Yeah, I've considered that. Bring a laptop with me and pull off the side of the road and just type in a report or whatever. Could probably do it if I threw my phone if I really had to, and I really wanted to.
I didn't realize his wife had all that training.
I suppose. I mean, if they talk to John, I'm sure somebody else could get in there too.
But I just tried to get across to not to Rich, to Lynn. Jeff's got a lot of experience and is highly thought of.
Yeah.
That's what you want to remember. Because when Paul talked, everybody, including Tom Schrader,
Yeah.
When you talk, you're recognized as well. Me, I'm a ham that doesn't have a clue. I have a clue. I know I don't want to over-report that. I know.
Actually, they want reports, man. Rotation, the smallest hail of anything, for stuff, because it can validate what the radar's seeing or not seeing.
And if you got 6 things telling you something,
I mean, if the radar is saying there's 3-inch hail and there's only 1-inch hail falling onto the ground,
that's important.
Then it still might be severe, but it might not be as severe.
Right. It ain't good, that's for sure.
Or if say the radar is saying there's 5-inch hail and there's only dime-sized hail hitting the ground, then
that's better.
There's Now, if the radar is saying there's no hail and there's 5-inch hail dropping, then we got a problem. Radar has to be recalibrated at that point.
Well, it's down.
Well, of course it's down. Why not? And because it's a DOD radar, you have to wait for DOD technicians to come out there and fix it.
But the Weather Service has to authorize the funding and the parts.
Yeah.
It's one of those goofy deals.
Yes, it is.
Welcome to
life with the Department of Defense. Versus if it was an NWS actual radar, it could be fixed quite quickly.
Probably quicker. They might have parts on hand.
Well, maybe. Supposed to.
Well, I got accomplished what I wanted to get accomplished. I wanted Lynn to realize that you're not an idiot.
Well, I don't think he ever thought I was an idiot.
No, but I mean, you know what I mean. That you've got more credibility.
Yeah.
And that's why you put those people in there to be designated so they coordinate.
Last time, like all my Skywarn things for the last couple of years I was able to record. They're still on Facebook. They're still valid.
Yep. And information has
nothing's really changed there.
Still the same thing.
Yeah.
How big of an ice ball can it dance?
Oh, look at that big.
Pretty doggone big. Yeah.
Watermelon size is really good at high enough. If you really get enough updraft.
Yeah, it would kill something really good. 100,000 foot storm or something like that.
Yeah.
More like in the tropics.
70,000 most, maybe.
In tropics, you might be able to support 100,000.
Yeah, but you're not going to get hail out of that thing. There might be hail, but by the time it gets the water, it's like nothing.
Piece of ice.
I wouldn't even say that. Some of those areas.
It's so
it's
warm.
90 some degrees, and the water is 90 some degrees. No. Anything that hits that with hail, it's going to be. Not that it really matters anyhow. I don't know how high those hurricanes get. But probably pretty low up there. Just that vastness of it.
It'll be quite the deal when you get her going.
Yeah, you're putting like
mega money.
they're putting sidewalks in.
Well, you know what's it's gonna make a nice trail
Yeah.
at some point. And if they want to have a run, that would be the way to do it.
Yeah, they could.
A little bit of water across it.
Yeah.
Are you ARPing with your handheld and the mobile?
Didn't know it was on still. Yeah, just more accurate that way.
I suppose. Car running over the guy. Yeah.
Oh, what? Oh, yeah.
I guess I got screwed up. But I feel bad about screwing up on the funeral. But
Can't be at every last one of them.
no, but it, yeah. Well, I was there Friday.
My guess is you looked at it and you thought that one was for Friday, probably.
I think I thought it was July, probably.
Well, that one could be
And
that
it
too.
wasn't on, and I didn't realize I had to have my name after my call sign on the Gmail account, so that's why it wasn't going on. But I'm more likely to see that than I am the Blue Bear one, because I check periodically on that, but I don't check it very often. And since I know the part's supposed to be here tomorrow, I'm not going to be too upset. I look at it and see if there's anything interesting on there. But that's usually when I'm playing with the radio too. So somebody broke down in the middle of summer and said that's a bad battery or alternator.
That thing in here in 1953 when President Eisenhower came through Minot.
My train?
I don't know if it came by train.
My plane. Oh yeah.
Bismarck when they were opening the garrison diversion.
Well, that was a big deal, though. Think about what a big deal that
And the
was.
dam, opened the dam.
Think about what a big deal
Yeah.
that was. That was about the same time you were trying to build the interstate.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a big deal. I was like 3. As soon as I saw Milo in uniform, I'm like, If I'd have known, I'd have responded, but I apparently spaced him. that six door pickup, long bed.
Oh yeah.
That's a big. All of them full size doors, I think. That's a big truck.
U.S. drug maker says its coronavirus medication will cost up to $5,700 per treatment.
No.
I wonder how many treatments you're going to have.
Will come down in cost.
Yeah.
That's assuming you need everything. The steroids apparently help. Once they get this new drainage, we get a heavy rain again. It'll be interesting to see what 10th Street does with that much water.
Hopefully it drains it all. That's the thing we have to worry about.
So we're still working on this piece.
Yeah. Well, they only said we got like a little over inch and a half, like 1.66 here.
They said it takes
Harvey now.
6 inches.
6.7 at 5 inches, like Harvey.
You got flooding.
Yeah. Well, I think the ground just soaked it all up.
Could have.
More so.
A lot of it. Yeah, well.
More please.
Yeah, if it didn't drown and kill the crops.
Yeah.
Crops can figure out how to use it successfully.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
Just watch everything green up like shh.
Well, I'm getting green overload right now.
Yeah. It's becoming mosquito overload here soon.
Could be. Sometimes it shuts off, sometimes it doesn't. One of the newly elected council member is a lesbian who moved away because she wasn't treated correctly in Minot. She came back, she's elected to the city council, and then Setman came out and declared it gay, lesbian, happy month.
That was June. That was pretty much nationwide.
Okay. Well, that's what. There you go.
Yeah. Well, I'm not gonna argue anymore.
They're people, they got rights.
Yeah, they can do all the stuff they want.
Don't screw with me.
I like transgender people and the gay people. You know, it's like, well, you know what? You do you, I'll do me.
Leave me alone. Yeah.
And just don't force your stuff on me, and we'll all be happy.
Or anybody else.
We'll all be happy.
Yep. Remember when they first had that in the state fair parade?
We had to put up with my game, and I'm happy with the people that are trans. I can work with them. Actually, it's just a lot of cases they're nicer than a lot of the other people I'm dealing with.
Well,
honestly,
there you are.
You know, and I made some good friends out of it. So hey, I don't care anymore.
Yep.
I just don't care. If they're nice and they're all helpful and they're nice to me, hey, they can do whatever they want. In my opinion.
Dan seems like a pretty M&S guy. And
Yeah,
kids,
if you look at
they
the
seem to be
Catholic
working hard.
Bible and the strictness of the Catholic Church, it's like no. But then I'm like, well, you look at the Catholic Church and it's like, how many of the priests are, you know,
Yeah, there was
you know,
problems. Definitely problems.
yeah, and that's okay. I'm like, no.
I loved the Boy Scouts. When I was in the Boy Scouts, I loved the Boy Scouts. I learned a lot of good stuff, did a lot of good things. Never once did I ever have a problem.
Subscribes the right ideology and all this. I don't know. Whatever.
I'm just saying that there
Yeah, it
was...
was like Royal Rangers. It was just, you know, whatever.
Well, it was something.
Royal Rangers was more of like, drop your kid off and I'm going to church, let you deal with him. Basically, it was a sitter job.
I would have put you in Boy Scouts, but I didn't have the time or the money, and I didn't know there was rumblings of stuff going wacky over there, so that made me kind of nervous.
That's okay. That's
I debated that, and I'm not sure I made the right decision.
Yeah.
You know. Well, I'm just saying, Jeff. We
Yeah.
looked at it very, very hard, and we're having trouble coming up with good answers. I know Jill and Barry put a lot of time and a lot of their life into that, trying to make it good for kids and stuff, and I think they did.
That's fine.
Well, just, you know, used to be it was a good thing.
Yeah, that's
Apparently
fine.
there's a couple dinglings here and there.
Yeah,
I gotta mess everything up. Yep. Gotta mess everything
I gotta really rather like my time in Solar Patrol, even if it was short and brief. I enjoyed it more.
up. Gave you some understanding and experiences.
Yeah.
And if you wouldn't have had the upstairs issue.
Yeah, that's the other people. Now everybody's fine. They let
That wasn't the local folks. That was that folks out
the
there.
national, yeah.
Yep. They're looking to turn you into
Joe Marine.
or something like that.
Yeah, they were trying to lead you in the Air Force, basically.
Yeah, well, that's kind of what they did in ROTC. They try to train us for the Army.
They want.
I got a lot
I've talked people into the Solar Patrol, which is fine.
Yeah.
Which is nice.
Well, I think Dean does
especially
a lot
ones that were already
of-
going in the Air Force.
Yeah. Oh, it makes sense.
I told them, says, yeah, I mean,
Get
go
an
to
extra
your,
trip out of it if
yeah.
you go there
I'm like,
long
well,
enough.
yeah, maybe, or at least because she's experienced.
Welcome to the K0AJW repeater.
Okie dokie.
Really sad to hear about his wife.
Yeah.
And then they can't go see her because of the virus. That sucks.
Yeah.
Good time.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, much man.
K0AJW repeater. IRLP number 3906.
Well, we're having fun. Huh? Yeah, I do have meters. I still $150 a week. That's $400, $500, $600 to rent the.
What, the room thing?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
the, $500 a week?
150 a week.
Wow.
It's $400, $500, $600 a month.
Well, that's about what a permit's from.
Yeah, but it's not an apartment.
Well, I know it's not, but it's... Yeah. If you use it a lot, it's good. If you don't use it very much, you start to wonder.
Well,
But it's a place to go. They have membership money. They get money in from different organizations.
well, whatever. Yeah.
You know, as long as they're meeting the goal, keeping it open and keeping their other stuff going, then great. If it isn't, then you think about downsizing.
Well, we were getting a better deal at the hotel. Of course, we were getting a better
Well,
rate,
yeah.
but that was
At her facility. I thought you were talking about
yeah.
at the other place.
No, just this one over here.
Okay. Well, I thought we were talking about the Legion.
No.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Okay. I didn't know what you were
It
talking
wasn't
about
clear
there.
as usual.
Oh, in terms of hospital care thing.
Well, yeah, I don't know.
That's
It puts you in such a strict
Yeah, they do.
type of thing.
that's what happens. And you hope insurance will pay for it. If it doesn't, well,
There's all kinds of twerky rules.
yeah. I mean, it sees all your income.
Been a
Well,
preacher
that's-
for a long time. He never made any money.
Yeah, well, I know.
24/7 on call, but
Yeah.
never gets the money they deserve.
Yeah.
They don't usually have them. That's why they give them parsonages to live in. The trouble with the parsonage is you can't live in it when you're not preaching it.
Yeah.
The cost of the house that you might have, even if it's a ratty trailer or stuff, just keeps going up as you keep marking time.
Well,
After
yeah.
a while, it's so far out of reality.
Well, it's kind of like, you know, even if you worked at a real job, unless you move to a smaller town,
You can't afford it.
you can't. I mean, even if you have a ratty trailer,
Yeah.
say you worked all your life, and just saying, I'm just gonna make it as an analogy to, say you retired at 95, you have a house, maybe just a mobile home. You got so much money for your retirement that you have. You're making ends meet when you retire. You maybe more off. Everything's okay. You can do it. You can pay for your vehicle and everything. Maybe you take a trip or two. But now it's 2020. You retired in 95, and that was living wages that were sort of acceptable in 95
They ain't gonna get it
for retiree. Well, 2010 now, or 2020 now.
Yeah.
That same amount of money that
Ain't
you're
gonna
still
go very
making
far.
from 95 that was sort of acceptable and sort of live on is now maybe you can make rent and maybe pay bills, and at the end you have meager money to buy a loaf of bread a week or something, and that's it.
Well, we're very fortunate that I was able to retire. That the VA is up my amount of money.
Oh yeah.
And that I've got Social Security, and your mom's got Social Security. So we are okay.
Yeah, I'm just saying,
But in 10 years from now,
well, yeah. Or, in fact, what if you lived to be artsy age, 20 years from now.
well, then it's going to be more entertaining.
It's going to be more exciting for everybody, isn't it?
So we want to put a third.
I'm worried about me in some cases, because even if they increase the cost of living increases for the SSI, say $20 every year,
you're still losing ground.
it's still you're still below the poverty line. I'm below the poverty line now with the money I'm making a month.
Yes.
They said the poverty line for being poor is capped out at $1,200 a month. I'm not making anywhere close to that. I'm making about $400 less than that.
But the funny part about that, my VA disability is only $1,400 a month.
Yeah, you're making just slightly above poverty
on
line.
that, and I'm getting about the same amount from Social Security.
Yeah, maybe not poverty line, might not, but
Yeah.
poverty line like anywhere else in the country I'm in.
But when
And then
when they gave
if
me,
I was able to get disability, if that the thing that I got or ever had the chance to reapply for disability, and they could actually affirm
Prove
it,
something.
and they could actually prove it, yeah, I might be making $1,400 a year. I might be making almost close to $1,500, assuming that it works the way
but then,
the last time they told me it would work.
yeah, well, that doesn't matter.
Assuming, and that would
changing.
be acceptable to living wages to live now in Minot if I'm living in a mobile home.
If
If I'm
you,
living anywhere else, it's not gonna. I mean, Jen barely makes ends meet.
she's making
Yeah, she's making more.
She's
She's making more than that.
15 bucks an hour, which is more than I am.
Yeah, I mean,
Well,
more than
except when I was a master.
actually, I think she makes more than $15 an hour.
Well, good for
actually.
her. She works hard.
I think she's almost $18 an hour.
Not
I
gonna
think-
find that
I think-
anywhere else.
I think almost $18 an hour the last time she told me what she made. And she's pulling hellish hours. She's
Yes.
working all the time.
Yes, she is.
And she can barely pay enough to pay her bills.
I know. Remember,
And
we're the
I get
we're
it,
the
you know.
forgiving bank that just gives money.
Well, yeah.
and that's part of my job. Okay.
If I was, and I worry about that sometimes, because I'm like, well, what happens if you go and Mom go and Jen doesn't decide to come home? Me and I have a house that's paid for, thank God, and I mean, I could sell some vehicles or whatever, or something. Jen does just ups and sells everything, and I have nothing. I mean, I could sell some stuff to get by, but I mean, I can't have any large profit in the bank. That's the problem.
Yeah.
I can't have more than $2,000 in the bank.
Yeah.
Well,
And
that's great,
One
you
of
know, but that's
one of
just,
the reasons we're putting money.
I'm in a world of crap. Then you know, do I have more than $2,000 in a pillow sack somewhere? You know, hoping that Social Security doesn't find it.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know what to do with it.
Well, we're trying to put money away so if Jennifer's laid
I
off
just don't
for a
know.
month
I just
because of
see. Yeah, that
Stuff to
puts
pay
me in a
her.
trickle. Even if I was able to see, you know, I really wish they'd take that requirement away, or at least up the limit to, like, say, $10,000 or something. If you're allowed to have $10,000, at least you could have $10,000 in your banks. You could have some savings.
well, you could save and maybe
You could
buy
sort of
maybe a $2,000
do something.
car or something. It's not worth
Yeah,
it.
you could sort of, you know, save into it, you know,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
to have a $2,000 limit is just terrible. Especially when you're, you know, it's not like I have any extra income coming in. I can't really have any extra income coming in because I lose this income.
Yes.
And I don't want to lose this income because it wasn't easy to get to this income.
You know,
And I can't, like,
it's catch
and
22.
going out and getting a job. I mean, all the jobs are stand jobs. I can't stand for shit.
Yeah, I know.
30 minutes and my legs are starting to, my muscles in my legs are going, you better sit down or we're going to have cramps.
Yep.
So, I mean, there's just no way. I mean, I'm glad I have a truck and I could get somewhere if I had to go somewhere. But if I had to make payments on an apartment or some kind of a house and payments on a truck, I mean, I'd be able to pay. I could make lot rent right now, and maybe I could pay for the insurance on the truck, and that's it. I couldn't afford nothing else. None.
Yeah, I know. I don't have any fixes, Jeff.
I know, and I don't want to ask for more help if I don't have to.
We're going to have to try to talk.
But it's weird.
At some point, we need to have a long talk with the attorneys
Yeah.
about some of the stuff.
Yeah.
Barry's done some of this stuff.
Yeah.
We put money away so we would have some. One.
Yeah. I get
Two.
it.
If we got to replace the furnace, $8,000.
Mm-hmm.
If we got to replace the roof, I have no idea.
Well, that's the other thing is, if I make any money from selling anything, I have to report it.
Yes.
So I don't dare sell nothing
Yeah. Well,
because I'd have to report it.
got to snake it off on the sides.
Edit. But yeah, see, so I don't sell nothing because I don't dare risk that.
It's catch 22. Okay, we're gonna be getting ready to do things.
Yeah,
with
I
Mom.
know. I gotta go and charge some stuff.
So I'm gonna go pay some
Yeah,
bills.
yeah, that too.
And Jen's off today.
Oh, okay. So we're probably gonna go down
I
there.
think.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, whatever.
Arby's has wraps.
Oh, yeah. We'll see.
Just the thing.
Yeah. That sandwich wasn't too bad, the cheddar thing.
And I did it wrong. I should have had them. I had to put just a slice of cheese on there. We should have had the plum cheese, which would have been better.
Well, you do what you do.
Well, just
Yep.
don't know what I'm doing most of the time.
Mhm.
That's a lot of it.
That's alright. Things happen. But, there's a lot of things to think about. Jenny coming home's a different thing to come to deal with if she comes home. Not saying she doesn't, because she watches my videos now. Cause
We just have to
we'll just have to sort it out carefully because
it's going to take.
it's going to take time. Even if you use my truck, it's going to take time.
Well, it will take time to sort
Yeah.
everything out. And
Yeah.
me humping furniture up and down the
No,
stairs.
not gonna do. No.
Well, I can, but I gotta be. Really
I'm thinking if the next time I'm at that place, my bed is like, I just better just have the people bring the stuff to the house.
But we need to clean the whole house up.
I know we do.
Yeah.
But in terms of them, it would be more easier for them to bring their truck, drop the mattress off on the deck, and then try to wiggle it through the house, versus putting it in a truck, then having to take it out the truck, and then having about 6 people trying to move that stupid thing into the...
Remember when we put it on the...
I love a full-size bed. It's a pain in the butt to move it in.
Yeah. Remember when we just put it on top of the Durango?
Yeah, that was...
It worked.
Yeah,
it was a little weird. It worked. Okay. When
I wasn't here for that one, but
we got it done. And then
I was sitting in the house dying, so
when we had to get the new bed for Mom and I, we stuck it on top of the Durango.
And held on to it, too.
With ropes and everything.
Yeah, and I had my hand outside to hold on to it. And like,
but
don't
we
go
now
nowhere.
have a truck with a top.
And a bed, yeah.
So we can stuff the bed in the truck.
Yeah.
It might be twisty around or whatever, but we can do it. We know how to drive to the dump with stuff.
Yeah.
So we can get it done.
Frequent flyer miles.
But how in the world I got those air conditioners out of the shed by myself? I just got mad and did it.
Yeah.
I carried one of them out to the truck, and then I asked for help from the neighbors to the south, and they were very nice to help me. And the lady didn't want me even lifting any of it. I said, I can handle part of it.
I wouldn't do it down on my knees, no.
But anyhow, we got it out, and it's gone.
Bending over to pick up something out of the bottom of the shelf of the fridge,
It's
and my knees say, "You stupid fool."
Yeah, that's so good. Alright, we'll go home and check the mail, get oriented, start moving on other stuff.
I keep trying to tell these young kids and stuff that are in our community system. Yeah, 2 things you need to take care of in your life: take care of your teeth, take care of your joints.
That would be a good idea.
Your joints, especially, because when they start hurting,
it's hard.
It's going to be exciting.
I think.
So take the glycosamine now, while you're still young. Take it now. 17, 15, take it now. Yes, do it. Build up something by the time when you hit your 30s and you're taking this your whole life, that you'll still be able to move. Maybe. Hopefully. MSM too.